Hi guys, my name is Amanda, mom of LittleMissTravelers. Yes, you know I'm here with the other girls. However, we have something so important to share with you on the new requirements of getting COVID test before coming back to the US. I know spring is around the corner, summer breaks is all around the corner, it's all coming up. People are going to be traveling, you guys are going to be traveling, you guys are going to be going outside the US. So I know this is a very important message you don't want to miss, a very important information you do not want to miss. And so I'm here today to share with you guys the new update of getting a COVID testing done before coming back to the US. It has to be negative, and I'm here to share with you also our video that we had of our negative COVID testing that we got done in St. Lucia before we got back. So keep watching, don't go anywhere because you don't want to miss all this scoop and all this important information before traveling. If this interests you, stay tuned, keep watching, you do not want to miss it. So people ask, what kind of test am I supposed to get? Is it the PCR? Is it the antigen? Is it the nasal swab? So the two tests that you can get done to come back to the US is the nasal swab and the antigen. The nasal swab is the molecular test, and the antigen test, either of those are allowed. You are allowed to do those 3 days or 72 hours prior to travel before coming back to the US. Now, one thing I wanted to stress and one thing I wanted to really touch on is the fact that if you've gotten your vaccine right now, it is not a replacement for you getting the COVID testing done. It is not a replacement at this time. We don't know what's going to be happening in future, but right at this time, I'm recording this video in March. Right at this time, it is not a replacement. Your vaccination is not a replacement of getting the negative COVID testing results on a hard copy to show the airlines before boarding. So yes, you may have gotten the vaccine done, but still go ahead and get your negative COVID testing done as well, so you can show that to the airlines.
Size anyway.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Is going to be doing her COVID testing. Right now, she's all ready.
You can bring down your mask.
Oh, lovely nurse.
And then, you know the procedure. I'm going to push it in one of your nostrils. You're going to tilt your head back a little, like that for me. So I can push, put it in. And I'll rotate it a little just to collect a little sample. So it will tickle your nose a little. Huh? You went through that already, right? So just bring your head back a little. Tilt it back a little. Yeah, great. Brave girl. You are the bravest of them all. Yes, okay. Okay, relax. Relax a little. Okay, just relax your face. Yeah, great girl. Thank you. That was a brave move on your part. You are the bravest of them all.
You are.
So which one you want?
This next one test.
Anyone?
What is going to be the brave one?
Relax.
Let's see what nice.
Relax. Don't. But I have not even pushed it in, are you? No. Sure how to stay.
Please.
Right. That's expected. So we'll try the other nostril, do we? Okay. I hope we end up going right in. Okay. Alright. Good. Alright, good. Good there.
Great job.
We got it.
Now we have COVID testing done, so we can get back in the US because it's so great. You did.
Okay. We get in there. Oh my God. I hope you got mommy good.
You got me good. You got me.
Oh my God.
America like a little, it's like a
Yeah,
Q-tip.
just that little end has a little cotton, but then this one.
Lord, I tell you, it can like drill a hole up into your eye. Holy smokes, what is that? I'm looking at that, I'm like, what the hell? That is the real deal.
I don't believe you. Don't let your kids see you do that.
I'll try to be brave.
Tell daddy it was okay. Huh? That's it, Daddy. Tell daddy it was okay. Alright. It's not so bad. What time you dying now?
Oh my God, that is different, y'all.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Oh.
So the other question is, what happens if I do test positive? If you test positive, you must self-isolate. No matter where you are, you must self-isolate, and you must delay your travel because of course you're not going to allow boarding. So you must delay your travel and you must self-isolate wherever you go. Now, some hotels and some resorts have made accommodations for people that would test positive to help them out. Now, I would just say that it's not just the US that is requiring this. Most destinations are requiring you to even do the COVID testing before coming into their country, and when you're coming back, you have to do the COVID testing for the United States as well. Now, most places, I would say most places, like 99% of most places, destinations will want you to provide a negative COVID testing before coming into their country. However, Mexico is one of those places that do not require you to get a negative COVID test. So if some of you were wondering if there's a place that you guys can go without getting a negative, without showing any proof of negative COVID test, it will be Mexico, and you guys are free to go. However, I would say always protect yourself, always, because it's not just where you are going and where you're going to go have fun, but it's also about protecting you, your family, and your neighbors as well. Because remember, you have to provide a proof of a negative COVID testing before coming back to the US. So you don't want to miss that. You want to make sure that you are still protecting yourself, even though Mexico does not require you to get a negative COVID test before coming there. So the question is, where can you get this testing done? You don't have to go to the hospital, you don't have to go to the clinic. Thank God. Most hotels and most resorts actually do offer it complimentary. If you are staying there for more than 3 nights, they will give it to you as complimentary or as free. Some other resorts will also charge you, but at a very low charge. So my advice to everybody that's listening or that's watching this is that when you get to your destination, where your vacation is, make sure you are talking to your travel agent or your travel concierge. Let them schedule it for you, because you remember it has to be 3 days before you travel back to the US. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have them schedule it for you, so when it's time, they will always call you that it's time to get your testing done, because I know you're going to be having so much fun that you may forget. But no, when you schedule it, they will call you, they will let you know that it's time to get your testing done, and the resorts will come. Make sure you have a hard copy. Even though if they send you a text on your phone, make sure you still got a hard copy of the negative COVID testing results before you fly out. So I would say at this point in time, travel advisors are very, very important. It's important to talk to somebody. It's important because you don't want to be stranded wherever you're going. So it's important to, even if you're booking it yourself, still it's important to listen to videos like these or talk to somebody that can, tell you more information about your location. Because the reason why I say that is because every location is very, very different. The Caribbean is very different from Mexico. Europe is very different from everywhere, and Europe right now is on lockdown. So when they open, you want to make sure you are talking to people and getting more information before flying out, so you don't get stranded. Now, one thing I would highly recommend will be travel insurance. So travel insurance at this time is really, really important, and I cannot stress that enough. One insurance that we have used personally with my family is Allianz, and I'm not being sponsored by Allianz, but they are so amazing. They will actually go through everything with you, and some insurances will also cover for your quarantine time. In case you test positive and you have to go back and stay at the resort you were, some insurances will cover for your stay during quarantine. And also be prepared for delays in your flight if you do test positive. Make sure you are not flying back today and thinking you're going to go to work the next day. Make sure that you have enough time planned out so that if there is any delays or there is any positive testing that you received or any family member receives and you have to be there with them, you still got enough time. So be prepared for delays. Make sure you are asking about travel insurance, and make sure you are talking to your travel advisor for all hotels that will offer quarantine during quarantine time for free or at a lower cost. Now remember, when you get home, when everything goes well and you come back home to the United States, CDC also requires you to quarantine for 7 days before going out or going anywhere or going to work. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with also. That is recommended. We highly recommend it, but again, that is, you have to decide on that. But that is a recommendation from CDC for you to quarantine 7 days after you get back from your travel.
Now, as a mom of Little Miss Travelers, as a travel advisor for myself, and of course as a healthcare professional, I cannot stress this enough for every one of you to still protect yourself even after you get a COVID vaccine. Still protect yourself with a mask, hand sanitizer, wherever you go, and make sure you're keeping your distance from others. And always follow the regulations of the destination you are going to, because you want to have a good experience and you don't want to get there and they tell you no. So follow the directions and follow recommendations of every country or destination you are going to. I hope you like this video. Go ahead and hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you feel about our videos, and let us know if you like them. We will bring you some more, because we are a family that loves to travel, and Little Miss Travelers cannot wait for you to subscribe and be LMTs. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next adventure.